So we didn't have to wait long to find about Tokyo Ghoul re-trailer, as we finally get to hear a bunch of the characters have a much more closer look at how this show is going to be looking at. And this, I think, if anything, this is going to be one of the more divisive shows of like next season, because especially with like the how very mixed reaction after like everything that happened. I know a lot of people were disappointed with the first season, how they went skimming through a bunch of stuff, and like we don't talk about Route A, but unfortunately it's got to be brought up, where Route A was something different, and they, well, the most politest way I could say it is that they royally fucked everything and changed a bunch of the story around compared to like the original manga's ending. So yeah, it's a very interesting thing where it's like how they're going off by the trailer, like with what we get to see, is that they're clearly going straight like, none of that stuff happened. Everything you know is fine. Don't worry. Or if not, it's like, it's regardless of what, it still leads to the same situation. Now, one of the things that's got to be talked about with this as well is the fact that the show looks slightly different, if anything. It's been a couple of years since like Tokyo Ghoul, like original and the kind of and like it looks, I'd say like, the show looks a little bit like, there's some bits like here and there that actually looks pretty good from there. I think the main people that are like kind of shitting themselves on is that this is a brand new director for this. This is like, the guy's done like directed an episode or two of some random shows. I had a look at like some of his like portfolio, and he's done like key animation on a couple of shows. I think mainly Mobile Suit Gundam, like See Destiny. He's done like a couple episodes on there, also as well like a bunch of stuff from like Toriko as well, I think he did. So like a couple of like very divisive shows, like none the least on here, like, and this is going to be his first full directorial like debut. So yeah, I think a lot of people haven't got faith on there, and I think, and this is the thing, this is coming from, I really do like season 1 of like Tokyo Ghoul. Like I think regardless of what, like no matter what people fucking say, is that season 1 got people to check out and even know what the fuck it was in the first place. And regardless of what, it's still a good anime to me. I like it. That's great. I love it. Like I really do enjoy season 1. Season 2 is a pile of shit. It has some great music in it, like I think like a Glassy Sky, and then like God fuck that opening and ending to that fucking season. But then again, I do like the ending a lot to Route A, regardless of this fucking idiotic where it was going. I do kind of like the final scene a bit. It is emotional, but it's just an absolute fucking mess. Like, I'm fine with people doing their own little spin on things, or doing stuff that isn't from the manga. Like, going for an example here, Made in Abyss did something that wasn't in the manga, and it was fine. It was completely fine. And it's like, even got the thumbs up from the creator itself. But it's like, yeah, like, generally, like, when we're looking on here, and it's like, like, Tokyo Ghoul, I think, at the end of the day, and it's the sad thing, is that people just wanted a straight up, just honest like adaptation, and they just wanted all this stuff, and I feel like people wanted more of a bit of the experienced cast on there. And I still think, you like, regardless of what, they probably learned a lot of their mistakes from the first from the first 2 seasons, I like to say. Regardless, I'm going to be watching it and I'm going to be enjoying it. I do really enjoy the first early half of like especially. So one thing though is like, how far they're going to be covering this. Is this going to be like 12 episodes again? What's the pacing going to be like? Like, are they going to go like pretty fast pacing again for like the series material? I think they did about like 70, 80 chapters to like the first season. They did like quite a bit, if I remember. And then season 2 went everywhere. So it's going to be an interesting, like, definitely, that's why I say it's going to be a very divisive show. I think like people are going to be like, oh fuck, it has that moment, it does this bit really well, but oh, it like messes up here and there. And I feel bad when that's the first thing I have to talk about in a show. A show should be just like, fuck yeah, I'm excited, let's go, I want to see this now, like that. That's how it is with shows. But like Tokyo Ghoul is just a problem child, if anything, like when it comes to like a bunch of this fan base. I'm gonna be watching it. Like I enjoy the series personally. I fell off the manga quite a bit. Like, I know, like, it's wrapping its ending. I have my own things with, like, some bits with the manga, what it did, but trust me, I felt like it kind of fell off a little bit for me at a certain point, but it still has its real strong moments here and then, especially, like, certain characters. But, like, then again, this is not a video to get into all of that stuff. Maybe once the manga's ended, maybe I might do a full video talking about that stuff, but regardless, I want to know what you guys think about the re-trailer and what you think about everything. You know, keeping the same they're keeping the same cast for the most part. From what we get to hear of the new characters, I think their voices are spot on. Like, I think that was the one thing where it's like completely falls up. That sounded like Uri, that was Shirazu, especially Yonabashi. Like, I was like, okay, like that's who I was expecting on there. And of course, like, you know, like they got Heise like replies in that role right there, and it's like, okay, so like, but I feel like it's not going to be this perfect adaptation. Of course not. It's going to be like the first 2 seasons. It's going to have it's going to be problems to it, but I hope there's going to be some great moments to it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. It's all me, and I'll see you guys though next time.